Hello everyone, this is Chef Cooker, and this is another episode of Villain Bootcamp. Guess what? We've already talked about how to start up as well as a layer location. Actually, hold on. Damn it. We've already talked about your evil laugh and the layer, so this time we're talking about appearance. Being a villain isn't just owning a layer and trying to take over the world, with limited success. It's also about looking the part. Now, some villains wear things that are a little bit revealing. Like a suit. Some villains wear armor. And some just like to keep it simple with a lab coat or a coat with a mask over their eyes. Or a mask over the entire face. There are quite a few different types, and I'll be glad to go over each and every one, even though I'll probably leave the revealing suit for the last. The first one is just a mask. That's usually used by entry-level villains as well as crooks. You can personalize it if you want, but just try not to shoot. Video just started and I've already lost my place. Oh, right. Make sure you try to conceal the eyes as much as possible. If they can't see your eyes, they have a harder time identifying you. And the longer that takes, the longer you have. May also be said to cover your face, the lower part of your face. That way, they can't see your teeth. Police use a number of ways to identify a criminal, and one of them happens to be teeth. Another is eye color. But if they get a picture of your entire face or manage to account for missing data, meaning filling in the blanks, they'll be able to find you and make sure you spend the rest of your life in jail for whatever you did. And that's something you want to avoid. Next is a lab coat. Some people, like myself, wear coats that can cover up our arms and legs. Although, usually, that doesn't mean you leave a lab or your lair. Meaning you let your minions take care of everything. And if you want to be an outgoing villain, I wouldn't recommend that. Although, if you have other clothes you can change into that are more for field missions, then go for it. Otherwise, keep it and stay around the lair thinking up other plans. And trust me, you won't be successful on your first time. No one ever is. Not even for YouTube. Third Probably should have done this from the first one, but third is a mask that can cover your entire head. If it covers your entire head, they won't be able to see anything and won't be able to identify you right away. In fact, you could even end up looking like a vigilante. So they make you confused, giving you even more time. But, word of advice, some of those types of masks are hard to breathe in, so if you can't breathe in it, try looking for a different mask, or create your own if you know how. Now, for the rest of the outfits, there's the revealing tracksuit I mentioned. That is more field mission and minion attire. Not to mention, not everyone runs around in a jumpsuit. To be honest, I don't know why I even brought up a jumpsuit. But it can be said it's used also for people trying to be stealthy as well as infiltration missions. And trust me, infiltration is one of the main ways you'll be funding your lair, which I forgot to bring up in our last part. Mainly because infiltration missions are either to steal research or steal cash, and cash is easier when you don't let them know you're there. Like, say... No, wait. How about this? I'll just talk about the different ways you fund in the next episode. Anyway, like I said, the tracksuit is usually made for outgoing villains, as well as maybe crazy people. It's your choice. I'm not going to judge you for wearing it, but I don't think everyone would take you seriously if you did. One thing I would recommend is the armor option. If you choose to wear a suit of armor, A, it can provide protection against bullets and gases, mainly poison and tear gas, so it may give you an edge. Especially if the helmet for the suit is like one of the masks I've described. That way, you'll be completely unstoppable. However, there are some drawbacks. One, it's made of metal, so it's heavy, meaning you won't be going anywhere fast, unless you work out. Two, they cost a lot to build, meaning if you don't have a hefty sum of money to go towards R&D, you won't be able to get it. And three, some suits come with intricate weapon designs, and that's going to cost even more, unless you just carry a weapon around, or build it yourself. Well, let's see. What else? Some villains, like the Joker, have even gone to the lengths of wearing suits. Like, and not a tracksuit, a real tux, a tuxedo suit. And while that is classy, A, suits are expensive, and B, you'd be found out immediately, especially with or without makeup. Not to mention, if you don't get rid of the tags or a receipt, you'd be found out immediately. So unless you know how to make a suit, don't go out and buy one, especially custom. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. I'll make it quick. And I'm back. Oh, right. I almost forgot. There's one final type of clothes that that has its pros and cons when choosing your attire. And that's anything athletic, like wrestlers, boxing, anything like that. And no, that doesn't include the tracksuit. I'm talking about regular clothes. Now that's a pro or con. I mean pro. I damn it. I mean one pro would be that it's easy to get a hold of different kinds of clothes and therefore customize them. A con is just that. Especially if your face makes the news. Another con with that is that no one would even take you seriously unless you customize it to make them. Although how's beyond me. Okay, I think we talked enough about it. Now that you know how to put together a villainous look, next episode we'll be talking about funding. I'll see you later. This has been Villain Bootcamp. Good luck. You're gonna need it.